Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old. I am doing some messages for the signs, and I completely forgot to do fire signs yesterday, so my bad. I was just busy, you know what I mean? So here I am, up at the crack of dawn. Gonna get y'all shit done, you know what I'm saying? It's my birthday and I feel really old. I'm 33. But I'm just like, it's okay. I still got a little juice left, you know what I mean? Might have had a couple kids. Did a few things backward, but we're still rocking it over here, you know? So Aries, what the hell? You are, what is the secret or the truth? The High Priestess with the Chariot card. Ooh. So is there a conversation that you need to have with somebody maybe? But this is basically, you know that, maybe you don't know, but someone's moving, literally moving, or just moving forward with their life. And you know, it's about trusting your intuition. Maybe for some of you, there's something that you need to say to someone, I think, and I just feel like you're waiting for someone to make the effort. I think that you guys kind of fell for someone new and you want to tell someone how you feel, but the situation is calling for you to have faith. So trust your intuition for one, and maybe don't make any decisions, but I just feel like some of you guys, your mind is made up about this, and you're being guided, you know. I think that maybe you're tired of a situation. You want to take a break from this because you just know that it's not something that really benefits you anymore. You know, you've made a decision to move forward. You figure out what you wanted. There really isn't any confusion about choices anymore. And, you know, I think that some of you guys are going to be standing up for yourself and moving on, moving forward. Or maybe it's like finally having a conversation with this soulmate that you had in your life. But at the same time, some of you guys could be dealing with the air sign in Aquarius, who is coming or going, one of the two, you know what I mean? Some of you guys are needing to learn something. Some of you guys still kind of holding on to a situation. But I just think that you're being guided. You know, this, whatever this is written in the stars, and you know what you want now, and maybe you need to trust yourself that you're making the right decision, or trust that this other person is, or whatever the hell's going on. What you need, what you should know, or what you need to know. You have the Tower card with the King of Wands. I mean, this got blown up, all the way up, because I think, you know, you guys, I feel like some of you guys tried to work on this for a long time, but this was just kind of inevitable because of what it was built on. And you guys are kind of like, you let this tower come down, or whatever this is, or maybe there's just kind of a surprise, you know, because you want to make the effort with something in your life. But some of you guys need to release your ex. Maybe it's a Scorpio, maybe it's a fire sign, maybe it's someone from the past, a soulmate. But I just feel like this energy was old, but at the same time, something was bound to fall apart with this, no matter how you feel about them or what the connection was, you know. And I think that you guys kind of stayed in this for longer than most people would. And now that you're kind of balancing things out more, things are becoming clear, you're going to be able to make more decisions and balance things out, because some of this energy maybe wasn't, and some of you guys might be moving on from a situation but not really saying anything. Some of you guys need to kind of release this negative energy. What you need to move away from or let go of is the Two of Cups with the Three of Swords. So this was a soulmate situation where, you know, it's kind of clouded your judgment about love, you know, because you got your heart broken and someone moved away from you, or you moved away from them. Like, this just kind of was exhausting, you know, but I just think that you had a connection, and I think that there's two different things here. You guys are separating from someone because you figured out who you truly love. This connection is still here. So in order for you to go towards this, you had to end another situation, which was kind of bound to effort, or someone was really controlling too. I just feel like this has kind of been a long time coming for you guys, because of whatever reason, releasing the past, or, you know, you just need to decide what it is that you want and make the effort. Tell this person how you feel. Maybe admit your feelings to yourself, or just accept the fact that there was someone that got hurt in this, but there's still a connection here, or there will be in the future, and you need to trust, you know, that this is true love, and you need to release someone to go there very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You know, it's kind of like some of you guys have been really stubborn and stuck in your ways, and you don't want to say shit to somebody, but at the same time, you know, you were dealing with someone who was really unbalanced that didn't want to let you go as well. And it's just like, I think that you knew that this was coming, and it's gonna bring you into, you know, better things. There was something that you needed to learn here. I think that, you know, this soulmate you've had in your life has kind of been in the background, and for some of you, you didn't really pay attention to that. You paid attention to another situation. Maybe you kind of were focused on what you lost and not what you had, or whatever the case may be. I just feel like it kind of blocked some things for you. You know, a part of you has been this way for a very long time. You kind of had this idea of what you wanted to do, but it just never really went anywhere. And it could be the person, but now I think that you're finally ready to, you know, leave a situation with someone else, because you've made a decision about what you want. And some of you guys might be breaking up with the air sign, or just thinking about it, but I think that your mind is made up whether or not this other person knows or not, because I think that you've finally seen things for what they are. What are the messages for Leo? Well then, you guys are working a lot, or you are trying to maybe get a house, or maybe you need to take a break from someone. You might have more than one option here. Maybe it's a job. Figuring out kind of what it is that you want to do now. Because there's a conversation that you need to have with somebody that I think that you've been trying to build with, and you just took a big ass L. I'm sorry, Leo. But this person that you were dealing with is like, this card creeps me out, because it's like they knew what they were doing. And it's like they're watching you sit here like, you know, if you're going to get up and fight for this or just take it, you know what I mean? It's just like, but you've spent a lot of time on this. You've tried to work on yourself. you know, whatever situation this was, is just like something isn't ending because there needs to be either a break or someone needs to be kind of cut out of this situation. What is the truth or the secret? You have the Empress, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like you guys are in a relationship with somebody that is kind of really only concerned about themselves and their money and like very vain. Someone's kind of being deceptive about who they flirt with or whatever the case may be, but love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Once you love yourself, then you're going to attract better people into your life and not these toxic ones, because there was either another person involved, like there's either 3 people in this, maybe someone had a baby with another person, but then you're in this relationship with someone else who, like, you guys aren't even talking right now. Like, she's more concerned about herself and her money and maybe keeping close tabs on her money now that she makes money, or whoever this is. But I just feel like if you think there's another person, there probably is, and that's kind of why they are acting the way that they're acting. You could be talking to an earth sign, or maybe this is about someone who, you know, there's some things that need to change in this person. You're going to be having more clarity about this, but I just feel like someone that kind of lost their direction for a while and leaned on you, and then there was another person. So someone's trying to grow their business as well. So, you know, maybe this is going to be a good situation for some of you guys. Maybe it's about opening up about how you feel, opening up about how you feel about the money situation and the home situation, and maybe working it out. That's kind of your thing, but you do need to love yourself first. What do you need to know? What should you know? Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Then you have the Moon card with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So someone's really like emotionally closed off to this situation. Maybe the secret in this, you feel, maybe if you feel like they're cheating on you, maybe it really is just that they're worried about this money thing. Like that's kind of their obsession, and that's kind of why they're closing themselves off to you for some of you guys. But I feel like some of you guys really do want to move away from this energy of, you know, fighting and having other people involved, because, you know, it could be a Sagittarius or a Cancer. But I just think that once you can manifest other people, like have the right boundaries for your love life and whoever you deal with, so then you're not attracting these people that aren't really like emotionally available. What do you need to move away from or release? You have the Three of Cups and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. There was a water sign maybe that you had feelings for, or you just realized your feelings were this strong. And I think that in the past there was a few different options in this, but something got blocked. Like you couldn't really move forward with this, and you did love this person, but you know, I think that maybe you didn't tell them how you felt, and they didn't know that you truly loved them because you never really said that, and then things just kind of stalled out. It says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And you have released your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Getting rid of all that old negative shit. Because, yeah, you guys put a lot of time into something and you didn't really see something, but it's also about changing the way you think and, you know, what you're manifesting. Sagittarius. These wanted to come out in reverse, so I guess we'll keep them, hey? Some of you guys have a earth sign you're holding on to, or they're holding on to you. Someone took a break from this situation. I just think that there were quite a few people involved in this situation, and now you're kind of seeing you're having clarity about this. The truth or the secret is the Seven of Swords with the Knight of Swords. I think that there was a hasty decision made. Maybe someone decided to leave without saying anything, or maybe someone is doing some things and that's kind of why they're lashing out. I just think that when it comes to communication with certain people, it's kind of be careful about, you know, saying things you can't take back, because I feel like someone either feels betrayed or is ready to leave a situation and they're looking back. So I just feel like maybe they're the ones that are going to be saying something to you, you know. Somebody really does need to leave this situation because it is toxic. It is I don't want to say abusive, but there's toxic behaviors here, and it's, you know, this is done. And I think that someone maybe is afraid to tell the truth about this, or someone is just ready to give up because of everything that's going on. And, you know, it's like you guys want to help someone, but in reality, they're just kind of throwing your energy off because you're kind of carrying that weight and you kind of want them to help you more, kind of give you the same thing. But it's just like, I feel like you feel like someone's doing something behind your back or vice versa. And maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But I just feel like this is a conversation that was either already had. It's like some of these words stung, and it could have been an air sign, or you could just be thinking this and not really saying it. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So someone needed to there's more than one thing. For some of you, you don't want to have this conversation. You'd rather just leave because you know that it's not like something you guys really talk about, or you kind of shy away from this kind of conversation. And I think that you're afraid of what you would say to your parents, some of you, or maybe it's about realizing that a lot of the reasons why this person or you are the way you are is because there is some healing that needs to happen with your parents, and you might be kind of reliving that from whenever. And I would just kind of have this conversation if you can do it in a nice way, or maybe just be aware that someone could be having this conversation and leaving in the middle of the night from their home. So what should you know, or what should you be aware of? You have Queen of Swords in reverse, Ten of Cups, and the Page of Cups. I feel like it is a family situation, whether or not you guys were married, there's children involved, could be siblings, could be the reason this person is the way they are emotionally. But I just feel like whatever mother figure they had is the reason maybe they're not able to communicate in a healthy way, because maybe that's how they learned from their parents, you know. And it's about some kind of ending that I feel like someone doesn't want to accept because it's really painful for them, and that's kind of why they're staying stagnant. But they have to learn this lesson in order to move it forward. And maybe just knowing that they're supported, they're loved, you know, regardless of what happens in this situation or what did happen, you know. I think that someone just really wants to be happy, and they know where that is. but the way that they're talking to this person isn't the greatest. And I think that you guys need to get to know each other. It says getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I feel like there's something with this scenario that you're unaware of, and that's kind of what's causing these outbursts and these fights. And you guys can work on this, because it says, give your relationship a chance and trust, because this is true love. But you need to kind of pay attention to maybe this person's mental state, or just you're going to have to work on this. You're going to have better communication. And just once you get to know them, or the real things that you're unaware of that they went through or you went through, then maybe this partnership won't be such a struggle when it comes to communication, or like how someone truly feels, or what they're not really exactly saying out loud. What do you need to move away from or release? So stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. I feel like you guys are ready to take a break from somebody who just is like, when it comes to commitment issues, it's like they want all this attention, but they're not really trying to commit. It's like they kind of turn their back on you and went in another direction, and you feel like you were betrayed, or they do. You don't really want to fight with them anymore, but at the same time, like, you're kind of carrying this by yourself, and you have the clarity about what this person needs to do, but it's like they don't see it. And this is your soulmate, this is who you love, but it's like it's not really coming together, because someone needs to kind of tame themselves and have this conversation, but more than that, be self-awareness, to make the decision to go in another direction. Because the 8 of Cups in reverse and the Tower card in reverse, someone's going to be coming back. Or maybe what you should know is, if this person does come back into your life right now, they're still kind of something that they're avoiding. They're not wanting to see this situation fall apart, even though it probably needs to, and they're not learning their lessons. So it's like, if there's a situation that happens this way, they want you to stay optimistic. Don't get caught in negative mind frames. I just think that when it comes down to making decisions and endings, and kind of recognizing certain feelings or admitting them is difficult. And I think this is how someone was raised, because they feel like their father betrayed them. Maybe there was an affair, but I think this is why this person pushes people away. And they need to kind of self-reflect and figure out their emotions a little bit, but they don't really talk about them. They're not that's kind of why they're being defensive, because I feel like this person is their father and they're loyal to their family, even though it's kind of putting them in a difficult situation. And I think that this person is working on themselves, but they do need to make that decision to, for themselves, and not be manipulated into doing something else, because I just feel like there's a lot of fighting and stuff going on in this. And it's like someone feels like they're going to miss an opportunity, and they're holding on to this situation that's kind of over with, like they want to open up about this, and maybe there's some financial issues, or maybe there's someone's parent or someone who is ill, and that kind of brought some negative attention in, and it's like this is what they base their version of happy on. And I think there's a lot of fear when it comes to having a relationship, because of the one that they witnessed or were in previously, or whatever the case may be. I feel like someone's going to be opening up, because the Hermit in reverse and the 10 of Swords, it's like they're going to realize that this situation is done, and there might have been some things that were done intentionally, and that doesn't have to be the relationship that's being guided by the universe for them, because this is what they saw, or they were around someone who would run away, or had a divorce. And I just think that getting rid of those old mind frames that were engraved into your brain at the age of 10 or 2, whatever, it doesn't have to be the definition for the rest of your life. We spend so much time like well, that's just the way I am. That's just how I was raised. But if you can break out of that a little bit and realize that you don't have to live your life that way, it gets a lot better, you know. Happiness is important for everybody, and toxic people, regardless if they're family or not, it's just like, you know, we don't have to put up with this just because it's our family. And, you know, realizing that some things were done intentionally and it kind of messed with someone's mental health. And now it's about finding your own independence and standing on your own 2 feet, regardless of whatever else is going on. So that is all I have for my fire signs. Sorry I forgot y'all on my video. Have a good day. Bye.